What is going on, my fellow boxing fans? I wanted to make a quick preview and prediction for the upcoming light heavyweight championship fights this Saturday on HBO, March 3. The first match is Dimitri Bivol versus Sullivan Barrera for the WBA light heavyweight championship of the world. Dimitri Bivol will be coming into the ring with 12 wins, no losses, and 10 knockouts. He's from that Eastern European bloc of a boxing school. He has just under 300 amateur fights, so he's very schooled. He's only got 12 fights, but he is a very talented guy. Sullivan will be coming into the ring with Sullivan Barrera will be coming into the ring with 21 wins, 1 loss with 14 knockouts. And he has over 300 amateur fights, and he is from that Cuban amateur system. Bivol is talented with, he doesn't have the greatest of resumes, but he does have somewhat recognizable names and wins on his resume, like wins over Trent Broadhurst, Cedric Agnew, and Felix Valera. Now, Sullivan also has a win over Felix Valera. Sullivan has also fought the better quality of opposition. Sullivan has wins or has fought Andre Ward, which is his only loss on his record. He has wins over Joe Smith, who pulled off upsets over Andres Fonfara and an old Bernard Hopkins. But Sullivan does have better quality of opposition. But I think Bivol is just much more talented. He's got that equalizer, that power, and I think he is going to win this Saturday night. Now, when I told you this was going to be a quick preview and prediction, I was not kidding. But yes, I'm picking Bivol to stop. I'm actually picking him to stop Barrera. Now, on to the next match is for the WBO light heavyweight championship between Sergey Kovalev and Igor Mikhalkin. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Sergey Kovalev will be coming into the ring with 31 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw with 27 knockouts, and I do consider Kovalev to be among the top 5 pound-for-pound boxers in the world. His only loss is to Andre Ward, who was the number 1 pound-for-pound boxer up until Ward's retirement, which might not last, going by some of the hints that Ward has been giving fans, what he's been saying in the HBO telecast, but that's another story for another time. I thought Kovalev won the first fight against Andre Ward. It was a close fight, definitely not a robbery. Couldn't win either way. And in the rematch, Kovalev was stopped, but I will say he was stopped by low blows. The initial stoppage was because of the low blows from Andre Ward. It was a low blow that tipped and bent him over. Now, I understand there were some body shots that were very effective before that, but it was the low blows that initially stopped Kovalev, and the referee should have gave him 5 minutes to recover. Now, with that said, the fight was competitive up to the point where Kovalev was wobbled by a beautiful right hand by Ward in the 8th round. So if those low blows never even happened, I do think Ward would have had eventually stopped Kovalev later on. Ward was, in the last few rounds of that fight, Ward was landing the much cleaner shots, was landing bigger shots as the rounds were passing, and Kovalev did seem like he was starting to slow down and tire. Kovalev will be defending his title against Igor Mikhalkin, who has a record of 21 wins, 1 loss with 9 knockouts. The most recognizable name on Igor Mikhalkin's resume is Thomas Oosthuizen from South Africa, and Mikhalkin handed the South African his first defeat. Now, I didn't see that fight. I don't know if it was a robbery or not, but if it was a legitimate win for Igor Mikhalkin, then that was an impressive win. Now, when I said this was going to be a quick preview and prediction, I wasn't kidding. I think Kovalev is going to win by knockout and should stop Mikhalkin inside 6 rounds. It's just, Kovalev's jab is like a power punch. His jab, and then that right hand that comes right behind it, and then that jab that comes right after that right hand is just going to be too much to handle, and he's going to stop Mikhalkin. So, yeah, I'm picking both of the Russians to win the fight. I mean, the Russians are deep in the light heavyweight division. You got Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol, and you still got Artur Beterbiev. So, yeah, I'm picking both Russians to win. All right, my fellow boxing fans, go ahead and leave your comments, share your thoughts, subscribe if you have yet to do so. And until next time, goodbye and adios.